That's probably the biggest struggle that I've ever had. So during my senior year of high school, I was getting a lot of looks from colleges, and I started to have a lot of trouble with my arm. And on senior night, I actually blew my arm out completely. I went to throw a ball to second base, and my arm just went dead. The ball went 40 feet and dropped, and it was the end of throwing for me for right then. I could not lift my arm. I couldn't do anything. And so I went to the doctor and I had a bunch of different MRIs going on. Some doctors told me nothing was wrong and I couldn't even lift my arm. So I knew something was wrong. Finally went to the Indians clean team doctor and they found I had a 360-degree tear in my labrum. So your labrum goes from the front of your shoulder, under your armpit to the back of your shoulder. I had to rip that completely off. Um, and so I had to have a surgery. And after that surgery, I was going to play at a small D3 school in Pennsylvania at that point because I had so many problems with my with my arm that was literally all I could do. I thought I was going to be a Division I player, all this stuff, all these big goals, and my arm was so screwed up my senior year I could basically just get on the field at this small school. And so I was headed there, and the doctor said, "You're not going to play competitively anymore after this surgery. You're not going to be able to throw." And so that really got me down. I mean, probably 6 months. I was lost, didn't know what I was going to do. I was just really bummed because what I had done for the last 17 years of my life was kind of stripped away from me.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that was honestly, I'd love to sit here and tell you that I just bucked up and found the next move, right? But it took me some time to do that. Yeah, it took me probably 6 months of struggling. I was depressed. I wasn't studying like I should. I just wasn't focused. Um, I think a lot of people get into those situations when things happen like that, especially being 18. You're already trying to figure out college. You're trying to figure out what to do next, trying to make new friends and adjust to a new place. It was definitely tough.
Was there anything that helped you get through it all? Like, was there someone in your life or something like a passion that kind of helped you find that new life in a way?
I'll be honest with you. I don't really remember a certain thing giving me that catalyst, right? I just remember waking up and saying, you know what, enough of this. I had some buddies, enough of being down, enough of choosing to be sad, enough of having this terrible, it was this terrible mindset that I had. And I remember I had some buddies that played baseball at Ohio University in Ohio. And I said, my best friend in Pittsburgh had said he was transferring there. And I said, okay, well, you know what? I don't care if the doctor said I'm never going to play again. I'm going to play again. I'm going to play at OU, which was a Division I school. Everyone thought I was crazy. Doctor said you're not going to play it again. You're not going to play at a Division I school. So, man, I started going to physical therapy. I started going to the gym multiple times a day. I started putting on weight, learning how to hit the ball again, all this stuff. And I don't remember a certain thing, like I said, that got me off of out of that mindset that I was in. But I just remember waking up one day and having had enough, just going crazy. And I did end up making the team at OU and playing another year, which was um, probably my biggest accomplishment to this point because I was told I wasn't going to. I just put my head down and went to the grind and was able to do it.
There's so many athletes like you, and they have that similar story where an injury happens and the doctors say you're never going to be able to do it again.
Yeah.
The true, what I say, gladiator in them, they always try to do any way to get them back on the field because
Yeah.
they want to kind of prove to themselves that they still can do it.
Right.
What were you pursuing in college, or what was that direction that you were going in as you were playing baseball?
As far as school or as far as
As school, unless baseball was like your main focus and that's what you were going for.
school was a funny thing for me because I had no idea what I wanted to do ever. In high school, they would ask, I would have no clue. I thought for a point that I wanted to be a lawyer. I thought for a point that I wanted to be a doctor. So my freshman and sophomore year, I was pre med, right? I was pre med. I was a pretty good student. But sophomore year, I actually met my now wife, and we were talking one night in the dorm or something like that. And I hated studying. I hated the classes that I was in. I didn't want to go to med school after undergrad. And I remember she said, then why are you majoring, or why are you a pre-med major? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you torturing yourself? It's not even what you want to do. And I said, I don't know what I want to do. And she said, that's okay. I don't know what I want to do either. And so the next week I just went to the registrar's office and switched my major to psychology. And that's what I did in school. Had no clue where I was going afterwards, right? Had no idea. But man, I just knew that it wasn't the right path for me to be going pre-med. It was something that I felt like it was a good way to make money. I felt like a lot of people from my hometown were doctors, and so I should probably just follow in that path. And looking back now, I'm really glad that I did.